to 20 supply ahead of the Zerg. If you let the Zerg get even with you in supply, you're really going to be fighting an uphill battle.
Yep. This guy noticed with his engineering bay that Hydralisks were being produced. This is the time you take this choke here and you stay calm and move slow and steady with Terran.
Yep, you do not want to unsiege your tanks and move forward more than like this much at once, or else you're going to get surrounded.
Oh, good pushing out early. Zerg players never push out this early in this scenario.
HaRDy going to push out. He's just trying to delay this tank push. He's going to have that hive coming, and he got the Spire coming, and the Queen's Nest is going to be done in 15 seconds. So he's going to have Guardians at about the 12-minute mark, and he's just going to be trying to delay this push until then. And I don't see Sky. He's going for more barracks instead of starports, so Sky does know that the Hydralisks are coming, obviously.
Yeah, and that's kind of been the new talk of the game. See, this is what I was talking about, unsieging your tanks and getting caught up in this moment, and this is what that moment has become. Look at that. Is he going to Bizzle should pull back, aka HaRDy should pull back now. He's taking out those tanks.
Yep, HaRDy's taking out every tank, but this tank on the ridge is not firing yet. Okay, now it's firing. HaRDy is not going to be able to be aggressive because of this tank on the wedge.
Smart move. I would have, as soon as I would have taken out those tanks, I would have pulled back and said, okay, well, I won that battle. I'm going to wait for the other.
Okay, HaRDy is now ahead of Sky in supply, so this is a really bad situation for Sky. You cannot be behind the Zerg in supply. Yeah, HaRDy, 97 supply versus 91, so not looking good for Sky. He's going to need to play for a late game. He's going to need to take his time, get his upgrades, and take some sort of another advantage, because he's not going to be able to be aggressive with HaRDy in the mid game here.
Do you like playing late game against Zerg? What's your personal opinion?
No, but it's his best shot right now because he's being outmassed.
Oh, I agree with you on 100% that, but sometimes I almost rather just do what I have to do to try and I take my almost 10% rather than, because it just never works out for me. I never do it.
Yeah, I hear you. HaRDy gonna try to get some sort of a sunken line established. Gonna come up here and snipe that SCV.
Oh, keep going. Guess not too much further.
Oh, HaRDy gonna go for a couple tank kills.
If it's worth.
Okay, he sacrifices about four or five HaRDyists to get one tank. Yeah, that's probably worth it, actually.
His economy is great right now. He can actually do that. And adding a couple more hatcheries, you know, why didn't he anticipate for the drop? HaRDy always does. Why didn't he this game?
He probably saw the 3 factories and figured with spending that much money on factories, Sky wasn't going to be going drops.
Yep, and he knows he's across the map, which actually has a lot to play with that as well. I mean, the time it takes to drop ships across the map, it sucks too.
Yeah, and Sky gonna lose 2 tanks to sunken colonies here.
That was not.
And there's a 3rd tank going down. Sky losing 3 tanks here in the last 10 seconds.
I mean, he has 3 factories making more tanks, but he can't afford to lose them all like that. And this is like kind of been also a new thing that I've kind of noticed is everyone's kind of going more Marines rather than Wraiths now, even.
Yeah, and he knows that HaRDy's Guardians are going to be slow. HaRDy just coming up and target firing those tanks. He doesn't even care about the Marines.
No, as he shouldn't. The Marines will fall and get the tanks. Tanks are what hold the ground. The Marines hold the tanks together. He can push out now, almost with his back.
No, just because of this tank on the wedge, you can't push out.
23 kills? Come on, that's nothing.
It's a
lead siege tank. 23 kills? What does that have to do with anything?
Yeah, HaRDy does have the Mutalisks now, and that Greater Spire is just finished. So yeah, he's gonna have the Guardians at about the 12, or not the 12-minute mark, like 11, 10, 11, 15 or so.
Hey, can we check out Dt.sKy's base, please?
Yeah, he's getting two starports now, 4 gas. He got the 1 command center.
That's enough gas for now, I believe.
Yeah, and he's got a lot of barracks going down. So.
And I don't suspect Dt.sKy to be going Wraiths. I actually suspect him to go Vessels.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, it's the only smart move because the Wraiths aren't going to be enough for it. But Sky still has part of his base. Until, that is, guards. The Guardians are going to be the win for this game, right here.
Yep, and there's those Guardians coming out. Oh, but HaRDy needs to be careful because when Marines can surround your Guardians like this, they can kill them.
Yeah, with range and stim, you bet. And that just happened.
Yeah, look at those Guardians fall like that. HaRDy needed to be a little bit more careful with his Guardians there.
Agreed. It's so hard, though, with that spot. He should have sent everything. If he would have sent his Hydralisks and his Guardians.
HaRDy is so huge, though. I mean, good economy going here.
You better watch what you say, Brad.
Yeah.
Get yourself in trouble.
And
his gas is burnt out. Is he mining every gas, too? I bet you Zerg is, and he's still broke.
Yeah, mining every gas. And now Sky's at 140 supply and HaRDy's at 176. This is going to be an uphill battle for Sky. He's going to need to pretty much turtle, and Sky's going to have 0 factories in a second here. He needs to start factories right here in his base because he just lost every factory he has, which means he can't produce starports. And
oh, he is going Wraith, isn't he?
Yeah, he's going Wraith because he doesn't even have a science facility yet.
Yeah, I definitely think that HaRDy's actually going to pull this game off.
HaRDy needs defilers. Okay, he's got defilers.
He's going to do the classic Hydraless, Wing, defiler drop.
Oh, jeez, and making...
12?
Yeah, I think that's a whole control group of Guardians. And this is the battle that HaRDy wants to fight. You see how he's got this nice flank right here?
The upside of the concave.
Yeah, you want to be standing on the wider side of the battlefield.
Always. But Terran can fight such a great battle even in the narrow passage. So that's what makes it... The Marines are so flexible and the tanks do so much damage to stand such high ground. The Marines are playing quite effective.
Yeah, HaRDy needs to get those Guardians over here in the space.
But yeah, I mean, with Marines with range, look how far that they're able to hit them.
But look how beast Guardians are. 11 kills, 10 kills.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that's 21 kills with 2 Guardians.
Oh, here's that other round of Guardians coming in.
And, I mean, you just cannot break that without 10 vessels or 10 Wraiths. I mean, something.
Vessels. 4 vessels is a high count of vessel. I mean, that will ruin anything.
Sky at 119 supply and HaRDy at 185. That's something you cannot overcome. Like I've said 3 times. I mean, you just cannot get behind the Zerg.
And his overlords, you notice how he made a movement. He knew Cloaked Race would be in this game soon enough, and you gotta remember to upgrade that overlord movement. Is he doing the dirty dozen? No, he's just sacrificing these.
Is HaRDy going to be dirty and try to build hatcheries in Sky's base or something?
No, he's going to... Look at this common mistake. That attack in the wrong direction. That happens when you're moving so fast. Yeah, first corner against a certain player, it's an even battle. Especially if you're like the last scout.
Yeah.
Great macro by best players. Let's see, he had great ratio for gas to minerals.
So Sky's APM jumped up to 213. It was like 150 5 minutes ago.
When you're a Terran and you're being put under pressure, your APM just spikes. Look at those drones just chilling there, like just watching the battle. Like, hey, okay, let's get into this. Let's go. We are drones. All right,
and there it is, 1-0 pro HaRDy. Let's take it to game 2.